Good day, BSSE II, and welcome to our first online synchronous meeting for the term 2, academic year 2020-2021. Um, Before anything else, Happy New Year, and I hope you are doing well and away from any illnesses or danger. All right. Now, if you are wondering why we are not having the online sync where we can talk and communicate over Google Meet. It just so happened that I have difficulties with my devices, and I need to adjust and find a way in order for us to continue having this online sync. Anyways, this can be uploaded here on Facebook or perhaps still on Google Meet while you can view me, doing this video. All right. Anyways, again, for those who have forgotten or who is your professor, my name is Rupert J. Sahot, and I am handling three of the subjects for the BSSE 2. These are World History 2, Asian Studies, and Landscapes and Places in the World, or Geography 2. Again, welcome, and let me present to you the agenda for our online sync. I'll just make this video for the entire package of three subjects, all right? Just generally all of the orientations. It should be one, but the deliberation and discussion of each of the syllabus are quite different because these are three subjects. But the processes or the system is basically just the same. You've already had an experience on how I make things, so at least know much of an adjustment. All you have to do is be diligent on the course subject about everything that I am requiring, and then you'll get what you deserve, right? For cum laudes, magnas, and summas, I am rooting for you. Anyways, let me present it. So still sharing. All right. Let me share to you these slides. I already prepare three slides. Generally give you the entire things on what to expect for term 2 of all the subjects that you will be undergoing or undertaking with me. All right. So first agenda, let's talk about the orientation. So basically, let's just go over from the policies and guidelines of the new normal. All right. So let me present this general guidelines, and let's talk about it. All right. So basically, yet return the toolkits for us to save all the modules because of the limitations of time. What we're going to do now is to upload every week. For me, I will upload or download, upload every week the modules, or maybe send it to your emails so you can check and then read and understand and then answer all the activities and outputs required for that kind of module. So basically, there are 12 weeks for this entire term, and normally every week is filled with modules, but there might be a chance that the module is not 12 weeks, might be 10 modules only that would cover the entire course subject from the syllabus. Okay, I'll just try to find a way to merge informations in your course subjects. Okay, so basically, again, for the communication, just like what we had last time, between you and me, we shall be doing the consultation hours and asynchronous activities, which may be through Facebook, Messenger, PNU mails, and other means agreed upon by you and me. Usually, we are not following the consultation hours, right? Because every now and then or any time in a day, I would appreciate and accept all of your queries as long as I can manage to answer them or if I am with my computer or with my cell phone, then I'd be able to open your messages. So just anytime you want, if you have questions, just tell me, and immediately I'll try to give you feedbacks if I do have that time. Okay. Um, Again, we already have our um, group chats through the historiography group chat, so let's just use that for the continuation in this term. So we won't be having confusion of the uploads of your modules. Anyways, for the synchronous mode of delivery, um, this is just the basics which we had last time, but let us just go over and talk about it. Okay. Now, for the synchronous mode of delivery, the activities are scheduled once every 2 weeks. That would be Monday and Tuesday. A schedule is provided to both the professor and students. Sometimes it can change either from Mondays and Tuesdays to perhaps Thursdays and Fridays. But in my case, in this term, in order to have an academic ease, in order for you to have an ample time to do whatever you want to do, I might change our synchronous meeting to just one day, maybe just Monday. So we may discuss or talk about the topics and discussions of all three subjects in just one day, in Monday. And the intended hour is only 1 hour, so we'll have to make use of that. Okay? Maybe right after 3 o'clock, we'll have to pursue the two subjects with me so that we can finish it by the day. Okay? I'm doing it, it's because I have also other tasks to perform in PNU at the same time. I was thinking that when the academic ease was actually given to us, it's also a good benefit that we just do it in just a day, so that it won't burden us to meet again the next day. Okay, it's just a normal day that we'll be seeing each other for about one day. All right. Now, number two, students should perform or be informed of the platform to use of the session. So normally, we're using Google Meet, and I'm giving you the link prior to our online sync. So it's the same thing. Just expect that I'll be posting it to your GCs. Okay. Class mayors or any other officer will be in charge of hosting the classrooms, but we don't do that in our class. Definitely, I'm the one who's making it and just going over it. All right, so you don't have to worry. Next, the e-classroom should be ready and open 20 minutes before the time and should be closed 20 minutes before the time. But in our case, usually open at 10 minutes before the time or 5 minutes, and then ending the session. Sometimes we don't follow this because there are times that we actually spend more than 1 hour with our discussions. So as long as we can meet the minimum requirements of the time scheduled, that'll be all right. Okay. Now, although attendance to synchronous classes is encouraged, non-attendance in synchronous class shall not be part of the computation of grade. So basically, in my case, I don't really put grades or add attendance in your grades, but I am requiring or encouraging everybody to at least attend our online sync every time we have scheduled, because it's an opportunity for us to have a deliberation or discussion. Okay, just like what we had last time. So basically, if you have maybe very important matters to do, just inform me ahead, or there are technical difficulties, you have power interruptions, internet interruptions, or perhaps you don't have money yet to load for your data, so you don't have to worry. Just inform me, text me, or message me that this is the issue, and that'll be all right for me. All right. But if you have time, if you don't have any problems, just please join so that we could have a fruitful and meaningful discussion with our subjects. Okay. Now, in case of technical difficulties, definitely you don't have to worry. Just tell me. before or perhaps even later, I would understand because we don't have the control over these technical difficulties. Okay. In any case, that my connection would be cut off for whatever reason, 15 minutes. If I don't communicate with you, you can actually end the session. All right. And we'll meet again to the next online sync. All right. So these are just the basics just to do the recap of what to expect on our online sync. Okay, let us proceed. For privacy and confidentiality, you have to understand that everything that I'll be giving to you would be between you and me. So your module that you will receive should be private and should be used for our online sync and asynchronous meetings. That would mean that this goes within the corners of our walls as our class. Okay, this is for classroom use only. This shouldn't be shared to anybody. All right. Again, let me highlight number 4. Violators will be dealt with accordingly. So again, please refrain from doing things that could go wrong with your future in PME. This should be strictly followed. Now, decorum, students and teachers should wear appropriate attire. School uniform for second year and third year, or casual attire for first year during synchronous sessions. Now, there are times that I don't require you really to put on your uniform, right? But in cases that you would like to put on your uniform because you feel it so, please do so, right? But please don't wear attires that is not formal or that is not professional. Don't wear sandals. Don't wear anything that is not appropriate in my eyes or in the eyes of your classmates, all right? Okay. Now, number 2, students should avoid offensive, derogatory, and dismissive language, and should refrain from using all caps and exclamation points because all caps and exclamation points means something when people are reading it, right? You may be more angry about something. That's why you put on exclamation points and caps on your messages, especially in our chat boxes. Our online sync might be recorded, so please refrain from anything that is not good that would come out from your mouth. Also, please try to find a place or spot where there's no other backgrounds, because there are times, my experience, that I've seen parents or siblings or children walking around at the background, and some of it are not actually good to see. Others are almost naked, and it's kind of funny, or I don't know. So again, just try to find a spot where the background is just the wall or the nature and nobody else is there except you. Okay? Last one, students should show respect by being on time for the synchronous sessions and being focused on and attentive during sessions. So students are strongly encouraged to avoid destructive activities during learning hours. Again, I am requiring you to follow this decorum. Please be punctual and be professional at all times. Okay, because your time and my time is very valuable. So if you don't value your time, please do not cause any problems with your tardiness. Okay. Also, to add with this, I need you to make sure that when you find signals with your sync, when you're having synchronous class with me or with other professors, please find a place that is very safe and would not put you in danger. Okay? Because it's quite alarming that there are cases that students are going really up top to the mountain, which is very dangerous. And what if there's flood or landslides, right? Always remember to put yourself to safety first. Okay? All right, so let me proceed to the introduction of the course subjects. I'll be introducing to you all the three subjects that you'll be undertaking with me, and then let's just talk about the uh, its general objectives on what to expect about the subject. Okay. First, oh, well, let me just open it the syllabus. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Let me just open it. All the formula. So this is part of the problem in new normal. Sometimes your computer and sometimes the internet is not really cooperating with you. Anyways, let me check. Asian studies, the world history, and then places and landscapes. Let me check for the places and landscapes. All right, so let me introduce first the places and landscape in the changing world. Or this is Geography 2. The course number is 2S SOC 05. And let us talk about its course description before we go over and check on every details of this course. So the course description of the subject focuses on the places and landscapes that constitute world heritage. It studies the interplay of locations and patterns of human activity and the resulting changes on both nature and society, people and places. It depends on students' knowledge. It depends on students' knowledge of geographic concepts of place, space, scale, patterns, and processes of landscape and placemaking in the context of responsible stewardship of our physical world and meaningful representation of our common humanity. More importantly, students are expected to appreciate and advocate for stewardship of the common heritage through print and or non-print activities. Now, here are the topics for the entire term. You'll just have to go over with this and look for the entire topics because I'll be sending you the syllabus. But for the next week, where you will see the entire week one of the module, these are the expected topics that you have to go through. All right. Of course, chapter 1 talks about the introduction of geographic science, why geography is science, and why social sciences emerges and included geography as part of the social sciences. So, right, we have the rise of social sciences, and what is human geography. Now, you have specific discussion, or you will have a specific course subject for human geography or geography 3 when you will reach third year. So what I'll be introducing here is the basic concept, what human geography is and the expectations. Okay? All right, now let's talk about the general output or course project of the subject. Let me check here. All right, so this is the course subject. I call it the Geography Bingo. This is adapted from the National Geography Standards. So the evidence of the performance is the soft copy of the Geography Bingo card. You will see the bingo card when you copy or click on the link here. Okay? Anyways, here's what to expect. Now, to see how geography relates to the challenges and opportunities facing our world every day, Students will find one related article, maybe editorial, graphic, or full example from GMA Network, the New York Times, or the like for each item below. And write a headline or descriptions. Students will be filling up geography bingo card until they have a diagonal, horizontal, or vertical row of examples. And then they'll have bingo, or you will have a bingo, right? Anyways, when you click this one, it's just typical bingo, but each of the blocks there has an instruction on what to do. Say, for example, a box is telling you to gather a photo of the Mayon volcano eruption. So you'll have to find maybe a related article, an editorial, a graphic, or photo example coming from GMA Network or ABS-CBN from Rappler, and then just copy it and then paste it on the bingo box until you reach the diagonal, horizontal, or vertical line where we can see and give you um, the bingo um, the bingo word, right? All right, so same with last term, the grading system is just the same. Activity outputs, which is the activities, 20%, and we have the open-ended assessment per week, 20%, the finals and midterm, 40%, we have the quizzes or long quiz, 10%, project 10%. Yeah, so this is the grading system. All in all, you get 100% or you get 1, right? You get a perfect score. Which I'll be giving you 1 because I believe that you'll be cum laude or summa or magna, right? Okay. Anyways, your consultation period is every Wednesday through Messenger. You can video call me or you can text me. All right? Okay. So that's for the places and landscapes in the world. Let's talk about another syllabus. Here we are. Let's see. Okay. World history. So let's talk about world history then. It's course number 2S sub 07. This is actually the continuation of World History 1, which she had last term. Let's see. Now it's loading. All right, so here's the course description. The course is a global overview of the modern and contemporary world. It focuses on the world affairs from 1500s up to the contemporary periods. The course aims to present the complex historical dynamics of nations and states, human agency and technological advancements linking these to modern day issues and challenges. The students will apply historical inquiry through an exhibit showing the connections between modern world events and the development of the Philippine nation state, characterized by countries' changing roles and contributions in world affairs. So basically, this is the start from this industrial revolution to the contemporary period into the present time. All right. So let me check your course output. Let me see here. For week 1, you have to expect that this will be the topics that you will be seeing in your module. So it's a discussion on industrial revolutions, its impact, reaction, and the revolution itself, the growth of nationalism, national unification, and national state, and cultural life like romanticism and realism in the Western world. Again, since this is module, there are things that has not been included, but since you have the syllabus, you can actually go further and read. Okay, if this is just face to face, then most of the assigned reporters per week will be able to cover everything, and perhaps do an extra mile beyond what is given from the syllabus. But since it's module, there are limitations. That's why the syllabus is very important for you to go further and read more and more than the modules that you will receive. All right, but basically every essential things, important things that you'll be able to see in your module are very important because I designed it in order for you to get good things which you will be using or which will be very useful when you take your lab exam. Okay? All right, now let me show you your course project. Okay, so my computer is not showing better cooperation. I needed this one to be faster, but anyways. All right, so we have this course project. It's called Online Gallery Walk. It's a short video. This is a group project, not an individual project, where students have to create a short video of important events in the past. Video, soft copy, and online uploads. Now, each student will choose a certain topic from the course, which will become their entry for the group's gallery walk. However, this gallery walk is no ordinary activity since this will be done through video. All of the videos created by each student will be compiled and edited as one. So basically, all of you will try to make a video from a certain topic, and this video will be collected by your main editor, perhaps your class mayor, and will collect this one as one. So you will have an entire class of entry of a particular event that you wanted to showcase. Now, what will transpire in your video will be based on your imagination. Say, for example, you wanted to portray what happened in World War II, a specific event in World War II, the beginning, why there's World War II, right? Or maybe World War I. Say, for example, the assassination of the Archduke Francis Ferdinand by Gabrielo Princip. So you wanted to show that. Then you have to make your own creation. You can actually make a PowerPoint presentation that you are discussing what happened, or you can make a portrayal just like you're an actor, or you can anything that you like in your video, as long as it gives the audience an information what really happened. Be creative as possible. Now, if you want clarification, let's have another session with this so I can give you more on what to expect and perhaps give you an example. Okay, but again, the general scenario is that each of you will make a video of your own discussing or explaining this brief video of what happened to this particular task. All right, you don't have to make a very long video, at least 1 minute video that wrap up everything you wanted to present to us. Okay, all right. Now next, let's have Asian Studies. Let me open the syllabus for Asian Studies. All right, so I hope you're still following this video, and I hope that you're getting the gist of the courses under me, and really hoping that we'll be able to have an online discussion, not in video anymore, and with the schedule that they'll be setting up. Okay. All right, so we're almost done. Let me show to you the last course subject. So let's have Asian Studies. Course number is 2 Soft 08. And let me read to you the course description. Okay, that's my kid. Anyways, the course description is, it's a comparative study of Asian societies. It focuses on understanding and appreciating the diversity of Asian cultures and values and their historical roots and context. It examines development issues and challenges in the region and how countries have responded collectively and individually. It investigates how Asian societies have enriched the Philippines and vice versa. Students will develop a library of Asian films or films about Asia with critical annotation showing their understanding and examination of Asian societies. All right? So basically, it focuses everything on Asia and its correspondence to its effects to its neighboring countries. All right. Here's the first topic for week 1, which you will be seeing in your module. So the physical environment of Asia. So it talks about the geography of Asia. Also, it talks about the social environment, the races, the population, the literature, the religion, and so on and so forth. And also, chapter 3 talks about the ancient civilization of Asia, the contributions of Asian colonies, the contribution of Western powers, and so on and so forth. Right? So again, just try to go over and read the content of this syllabus. Also, just like what I said from previous course subject, not everything will be included in your modules, because what I selected are things that I think will be very useful when you take your LIT exam. These are things that are possible to appear in the questions of the major subject. So what I require you is to go over and do an extra mile in reading things when we talk about Asian studies. All right. Okay, let's talk about its course project and discuss to you what you are going to do. All right, so the course project, you have to review an article from Fernando Jalsica's Authentic Though Not Exotic, Essays on Filipino Identity. So it's an academic paper. So what you have to submit to me is a soft copy of your academic paper. So here is the explanation on what to do. Students, or you, will make a no less than 800 words academic response paper of Fernando Jalsica's Authentic Though Not Exotic, Essays on Filipino Identity, based on guided through these following questions. So how Asian is the Filipinos? Why do lowland Christian Filipinos experience unease when reflecting on their Hispanized heritage? How has the unease been fed by current ways of reading history and culture? In order to appease the rather wrong connotations of the Filipino identity, what might be the alternative way to read history and culture? Now, you have to open the link below for the rubrics for the essays, okay? I'll be sending to you a copy of Fernando Jalsica's Authentic Though Not Exotic, because you have to read this and then make your academic response following the questions I provided, all right? Same goes with the course requirements in the grading system. Just follow what is stipulated in the course requirement. Okay. All right. So next is, I've already given you the guide on the modular outputs and the related requirements, just like before. You have to submit this every week. But if there are times you get submitted, I can understand, but please don't make it a habit. Also, your requirements, your final output or your project should be submitted before finals, at least a week before finals. Okay. Now, on other matters, these are things that I think questions that you wanted to raise or things that you wanted to tell me. But since this is a video, a recorded video, I just need you to maybe send me a direct message or give it to your class mayor, so that your class mayor will just, send me all of your queries with regards to anything that is not included in this video. Okay. Again, this is general overview or orientation of the new normal education, just like what I explained to you before. What we are facing now is a pandemic which has a new strain, and we haven't yet received any vaccines, and it's quite alarming, especially that we have rising cases, not just in Agusan del Norte, but also the Agusan del Sur's cases. And we are in constant threat by this virus and its new strain. So we are really hoping that this would end this year, so we could go back to our lives just like what we had last 2020, 2019, 2020, right? Now, what PNU Mindanao is doing, this new normal, is basically adapting to the changes. So if you are having constant adaptation, or you're having constant challenges with regards to the new education that we are following, we are also trying to patch and to provide necessary means in order to give you the best education that you deserve. All right, education shouldn't stop. So I would not agree to some of the students who are actually trying to promote stoppage of the education today, because that would not help, right? For me, education is needed in times of trouble, because this is the only way where we can get the valuable information, where we can get knowledge, where we can use it in order to solve the pressing problems of our society. And as of for now, we're having problems with the pandemic, right? So this is very important that we, the education system, should still persist and find a way to reach information and knowledge to the people, especially to the students, because students are counterproductive in this society. You too have something to offer which can solve the problems in our society. So never ever stop educating yourself. Never ever stop learning. Never ever stop acquiring knowledge. Now, expectations of the course subject, just message me because we can have this conversation right now. So just tell me. On the academic ease, well, the academic ease is very important. So before you take your midterms, I think there's a week of academic ease, and then I just need you to rest and relax. Don't do anything. I just need you to think of all the positive things that you can think of. All right, just stay healthy, just stay safe, and please enjoy your academic ease for 1 week. And the last one, easy to pass. So you've already had an experience with the subjects that I was assigned to your class, and it's easier to pass as long as you're very diligent to the requirements needed. All right, you don't have to worry. I am one of the most generous instructors, so I can give you as much as one as long as you do your job properly. All right. So I think that's everything for online sync. I'm hoping to have a better connection next time, better devices, and also hoping to have one online sync only every online sync schedule we have, so that you still have a lot of time to enjoy your day. Okay? I will see you next time. So have a good day.